So, so going back to the design of the experiment, what do you think about the role of the hypothesis in actually setting up the experiment correctly?
Um, uh, that's an interesting question. That depends a lot on the team that you're working with and kind of what they're doing. My experience has been that the role of the hypothesis is extremely important in areas where you're working with a lot of engineering and technical type of people, especially on application development or software or things like that, because they kind of instinctively get it,
Hmm.
and how all of that plays out. It's been a little less important, I would say, in some other areas, because they don't think that way. It's not a statement to be proven or disproven. It becomes a little more of a. I know this is going to sound a little bit weird, but in some situations, I think it's more important to talk to customers than it is to talk to them about something in particular. Does that sound crazy? Do you understand what I mean by
No,
that?
no, yeah,
I mean, I had this guy that I was working with at one time that we were we were working on the hypothesis that we had. We had a team that I've done both this type of work as a mentor and as a practitioner, and I believe that no one should be a coach that's not a practitioner. By the way, that's just personal belief. I think that you have to continually do this in order to be good at it.
right.
Um, but I had a team that I was leading, and I had a coach that would come in and talk to us every now and then. And we were in a conference room one day. We were working through the hypothesis, and all of a sudden he said, "Let's get out of the building. Let's just go find customers and start asking them questions." I'm like, well, we don't really know what we need to ask them yet. Doesn't matter. The most important thing you guys need to do right now is just get out there and talk to customers and find out what they're thinking. Give them the topic and see what they respond with.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most valuable things that we ever did in that team. Ended up being a real breakthrough for us, because what he realized that at the time I didn't realize was that the majority of the team was scared to death to go talk to a customer. They were trying to perfect the hypothesis and
Right.
perfect the idea first.
Hmm.
And that's just not the way it ought to work,
They're
right?
trying to prove the experiment before it started.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. They're almost trying to make the point of going and talking to the customer irrelevant.